then go through on the other side, basically. You know, I figure I got enough time to get there. Ain't no point getting there too early. And then I could probably do Uber Eats once I get closer to Atlanta, maybe closer to into Cobb County. So if I have a couple of hours before it starts, I'll take a couple orders just to see how the area is during lunchtime and to assess the area. So I'm not gonna do Stone Mountain for Uber Eats this afternoon, but probably on my way back home from Smyrna. But once I'm in Smyrna, depending on how long the process takes, you know, it's a boost in this Smyrna area. It's one of the locations that has a boost between 5 o'clock and 5 to 9. So I'm going to be working up in that area from 5 to 9. I figured might as well stay up in the area in Cobb County, do some Uber Eats, and as I'm making my way back home, I'll do some Uber Eats that I can catch some orders by setting my destination back home. So that way I won't be stuck in any one area all night long. And two, while I'm driving and taking a different way back home, I know I'll be passing by parts of Buckhead and Tucker and Smyrna and Cobb County, Marietta. Because, you know, I don't know, because like I said, every time I go to Cobb County, there's always traffic, and it's always construction traffic. So I don't know how it is now, because it's been almost since last summer that I've been in Cobb County. But last summer in Cobb County, particularly where that SunTrust Stadium is, they were building that, and then in addition to building the stadium, they also built new interstate ramps. So I don't like going to Cobb County because most of the time you have to deal with a lot of that construction. You know, 285, they be building up stuff, and what else they be doing? You know, the stadium, and then building up all these brand new apartments, condos, and everything else. So, and that's how it was when I was going out there last year. Now, all over Atlanta has been going through a lot of construction, so it wasn't just Atlanta. Well, put it this way, it wasn't just Cobb County. It was practically all of Atlanta, where the new stadium was, where the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, all around that surrounding areas. A whole lot of areas were going through major construction. And the thing about it, you don't even have to worry about regular traffic, people going to work and coming home from work. The most traffic you have to deal with in Atlanta is that dang construction, which makes it like 100 times worse. So sometimes you have to know where to go, how to get around it, you know, take back ways. Because let me tell you, before they built 285 and all these highways, what do you think people did? They took, you know, freeways, or they took roads that were like, you know, Atlanta Road, you know, roads like that, which led you straight to Atlanta. You don't have to necessarily go on the highway. You don't have to go on 285 and 20 and all those highways. You could, you know, there are so many back roads or regular roads that you could take. It'll take you straight there. And most of the roads kind of dictates to you which way to go. You know, when it says Lilburn, Stone Mountain Road, that means that you could actually go off Lilburn into Stone Mountain by just taking the street. You don't have to get on 78 to get to Stone Mountain. You don't have to jump on 20 to get to like Donia or anything else. You really don't. And sometimes it's best to take those back roads, because the difference between getting on a back road to go somewhere versus getting on the highway, the difference is like, 10 minutes. It's not even that much of a difference, and then half the time, the roads are not as beat up, and you most definitely don't have to deal with a lot of stop and go traffic. A lot of people think taking the back roads, is there too much, it's gonna be so many stoplights. How do you know? I hate when people make assumptions about stuff and they don't even know the real truth. First of all, there ain't gonna be a whole lot of stop signs anywhere. If anything, you may not be able to drive 70, 75, which most highways are not even that anyway. Once you're in the city, it's 55, 65. Once you get on the interstate, like going there, say you leaving out of town, then the speed limit may be higher. But once you hit within the city limits somewhere, you gotta go within the speed limit, 55. But it'd be amazing how people will still, like right now, I'm getting off this exit. It's 35 miles per hour on the exit. Prior to getting off this exit, the speed limit is 55. But yet people are driving 65, 70. And then when there's a cop that's on the side of the road, 1 mile down the road with the radar just pointing out, and all of a sudden you want to try to slow down, it's too late. It's too late. Ain't no point even trying to slow down. Why people want to drive proper when they see a cop, or they see the blue lights or somebody else gets stopped, and all of a sudden you want to drive proper, like you're going to drive with the speed limit. All the rest of the time you want to be on people's ass. That just is so stupid. But you know what though? If you want to sit up in here and go 70, 75 and a 55, go right ahead. Go right ahead. You want to go around me. But I'm not going to sit up in here and be speeding like bad as hell. But I'm going to still get to where I need to go. Alright, I'm back. So basically, when you're driving, don't drive like bad as hell, because you ain't gonna get nowhere quicker doing that, for one thing. Like the other day, I'm driving, and on the other side of me, this person was just speeding along. Next thing you know, that cop whipped out of that thing, wherever they were at, and they had chased somebody down and had the sirens running and everything. That person got pulled over. Trust me, they thought they was just trying to, and I'm quite sure that ticket's gonna be very high. They still got those super tickets. People be just driving, like right now, its speed limit's 40. So that's basically what it's going to do. Well, I don't know how much I was talking and they wasn't even on the screen. So that's all I have to say about the tipping option as a customer. Only thing I would suggest y'all do is, if they gave you a free code to use Uber Eats, then try to use it one time just to see how you maneuver the app as a customer and showing you how to tip. You know, I've seen so many YouTube videos about people who want to give tutorials on how to view your tip on the app. I mean, really? You don't even need to do that. You know, it ain't no different than the old way. So ain't no point making these videos thinking you're educating somebody about how do you view tips on the app as a driver. You know, it works the same way as it always been. The only difference is that if you view your earning statement and you scroll down and view your trips, you'll see a tip. That's the only difference. It ain't that difficult. But someone needs to do, if you really want to help someone or educate, is order food as Uber Eats as a customer and go through that motions on how to do it. Now, I could have done it myself yesterday, but I can't figure out how to access and show my screen on my iPhone from my laptop. Maybe because I don't have an iMac. Maybe that's, you know, if I had an iMac, maybe I was able to log on to the iPhone and show my screen and show everyone how to do it. But since I don't have a Mac and the iPhone was hooked up to my regular computer, I didn't see how to do it, you know. Now I could probably download pictures from my phone and things like that and save it to a file, but in terms of showing the actual screen, that's the part I did not figure out. So, but I pretty much had gave the details specifically how the app would work as a customer. And like I said, you could actually see the driver on the screen on the little car. It'll show you the Google map. It'll show you estimated time of delivery. It shows you when somebody had picked up the food, when the restaurant prepared the food in the order. All of that is very clear and evident. And then at the end, it'll send you an email of your receipt. And then on the screen, it will show you how much your order costs. $4.99 for the booking fee, they call it. Which I don't know why they call it booking fee. It should be delivery fee, but it's called a booking fee. But I guess that's probably good for them not to put delivery fee, because then people may think, oh, I'm delivering, you know, the driver's getting that $4.99. So maybe they leave that alone. But it will show the item price of the food, $4.99 plus the tax, and that's it. And then there's the price of the food, as I mentioned before. The difference between the restaurant and actually getting it yourself and ordering on the app is a 49 cents upcharge. That's it. It's 49 cents. So if you ordered like chicken nuggets, hey, whoever the one person is on the app, if you order that one item from McDonald's, for instance, at the restaurant, it's $5 normally. But if you go and order it through Uber Eats as a customer, alright, I don't know who keeps calling my phone. Unknown. But if you're on here, tell me who you are so I can know who's watching me. Because I've been having some trolls lately. 2 in particular. So I know I block you, so hopefully you're not going to be on this YouTube channel playing. Because I can assure you, I will figure out where you are and the IP address, because there's other ways of figuring out where people are located. So I don't know why people want to play stupid and get on YouTube channels and bully and say nasty things, racial things, because all comments are reviewed before I post them. So I don't know what kind of games people think they're playing or whatever the case may be, but I'm not one of those people to be played with. But anyways, back to important matters. So you only have 3 options, dollar options to tip. You may count 4, but it's really 3. When you finish, when you get your order from Uber Eats, they email you your receipt, and then you see the order on the screen. Now you have to tap on that screen because it's not obvious. As I said, it's not going to let you, it's not going to pop up and says how would you rate the rider. It won't do that. You have to scroll on your phone. Don't go to upcoming orders or incoming orders tab. Stay on that very first screen that you get, and then somehow or another you have to tap on the price of the food, or tap somewhere on your order. It's not going to tell you to tap here. It's not going to tell you to press here or nothing, because that's what I had to do. I had pressed, you know, I was looking on my screen, and I had when I tapped on the order, then it took me to, then I had to scroll down with the phone or something, and then it took me to thumbs up, thumbs down. Now, the customer don't have to give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down to tip you. You can actually skip that. And then when you skip, it take you to the next part where it'll give you the option for the tips. And it's only going to be, regardless of what they ordered, it's going to show either the price of tips. You can give somebody $1, $5, or $10. Now I don't know where Uber got that from. I don't know how they come to that conclusion of giving $1, $5, and $10. I guess they figured most people, when they tip someone, you know, say you was at a hotel and you had a bar, you know, the room attendant or somebody, you know, help you with your bags to the hotel, or you go into take a taxi and somebody helps you get your bags out the car, and you go into the airport and they coming out the car, and somebody comes up from Delta or one of those airport services and they help you with your bag. Most of the time somebody has a bag, they're going to give somebody $1, you know. And then if you really was being generous, you may give somebody $5 or $10. So I guess maybe they figured most of the time people's going to have increments of dollars or money. It's either going to be $1, $5, or $10. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just going to give increments of the first $3 amounts. Now, why the fourth option? The fourth is other. So other, you would put $2, $10, not 10. You could put $2, $15, or whatever amount different than the 1, 5, and 10. That's it. You only have 3 options, plus the fourth one, which is other, and it's so small. And then another thing is, it says tips are optional. That's all it's going to say. It's going to say that too. So if people are saying tips are optional, then they're going to say, well, I don't have to tip, I don't have to leave anything. But let me tell you, if you leave that option like that, if Uber is making it that hard to leave a tip option, they could give a damn about tipping, and they still don't care. Just the way how they the way they did not really put effort in changing that interface. The way they did that interface, they didn't take no effort in it. They did not. If you're going to roll out a tip option, why are you going to put it out there for three areas first? And out of those 3 states that have, that's tipped way earlier than 2 weeks ago, because it's 2 weeks now, you didn't see nobody write a video about, ooh, Uber Eats tips are here. And you didn't see nobody making videos raving about tips, except for that white guy in Baltimore, in Virginia, area with the tip jar Tuesday, because he gets, he counts his tips as a tip. What they're gonna need to do is in my opinion, those customers need to tip when they place their order. If you want to keep it at $5, if you want to keep it at the $1, $5, or $10 increment, fine, leave it like that. Leave it. You can leave it like that. But they need to tip first. Matter of fact, don't even do $1, $5, and $10 increments. Do it as percentages. 15, 10, 15, and 20%. Boom. I'm quite sure all of that comes up to $1, $5, and $10 somehow or another. I don't know. Maybe that's the average. Maybe that's the average they expect people to give as a tip. But Uber is still controlling. Oh shit. But Uber is still controlling and promoting customers to not tip about what they've done. But what they're doing with that app, by not making it obvious, they're basically saying, okay, we put a tip option on there, y'all, but ain't nobody